Hi, this is Aaron Merriman with LMDG. I was recently asked to speak at the Orange County Real Estate Investors Association's monthly meeting about a recent transaction that we've completed. Here's a quick excerpt from that meeting. Thanks for watching.
All right, well, let's move on and go forward to our deal profile portion. This is what I really love about this portion of our OCREIA meeting is that you get to hear somebody who's got their boots on the ground, somebody who's doing deals right now, how they found a deal. Once they found the deal, well, what do they do with it? And then what was the exit strategy? So tonight we have Aaron Merriman. Aaron, if you'd like to go ahead and unmute yourself and introduce yourself. Aaron is well, he's a lot of things. So why don't you tell us about yourself, Aaron?
Thanks a lot for having me, Kaaren. I appreciate it. Just real quick overview, kind of what we do. My business partner, Aaron Lujan, and I have been working together and in business since 2005. We both live here in Orange County. We're value-add investors. We target multifamily property in really good areas of Southern California. It's primarily coastal property. Kind of our key submarkets are coastal Long Beach, Santa Monica, West Hollywood, and then really desirable areas of LA and Hollywood. And really what's key to our model, we're typically buying these 75 to 100-year-old buildings. They're in rough shape, but they're in phenomenal areas. And when you deliver the right product in these areas, you can dramatically increase the rents. And obviously, when you're looking at commercial real estate, especially, the rents drive everything. It drives the value, the yield, everything you're looking for as an investor. We're really doing extensive renovations to compete with new construction. So the tenant is getting that, brand new 100-year-old building, if you will. It's got all the modern amenities you would expect, but they're getting a micro community experience. And especially in these times, that's really what people are looking for. They don't want to live in that megaplex setting. So like I said, our typical product and our property, and it's what I'm going to talk about today, it's 5 to 15 units. We bought it for 2 to 10 million. We're very, very focused on customer service all the way around. We're low leverage, so we're very conservative investors. Max leverage is 60%. We're usually in that 50 to 60% range. And all these kind of things lead to higher rents and higher yields. Deal flow, where do we get our deals? That's a common question. They come from all kinds of places. The fact is, finding a very good deal is very, very hard. We've been doing this for 15 years, so it's very, very much relationship driven. The reality of right now is, getting started when it's brand new, and, brokers or escrow companies and all these places, they don't know you and you don't have that reputation with them. So it can be very difficult to find that deal. We work very, very hard to find good deals. But at the same time, we have built these relationships up. So you've got to really, really pound the pavement. You definitely don't want to, overpay for something, because then you're just waiting for the grass to grow, and you really want to get that value. It's very hard to get out of a property that you overpaid for. But these are some of the main sources. I would say the majority of our deals are off market, and they have been for a long time. But we also have, attorneys occasionally, different groups that will bring us deals. So here's the case study, and this is really hot off the press. We just sold this building in October. 211 Mira Mar, for those of you that know Long Beach. It's in the Belmont Heights area, so it's a very, very desirable area of Long Beach, close to Belmont Shores and 2nd Street, very close to the beach. It was in our second fund. We bought this in 2018, December, and like I said, we just sold it in October. So it's kind of a quick overview. It's a 6-unit building, so what you're seeing here, the front picture, it's 4 large 1-bedroom apartments. There's a really nice courtyard in between, and then 2 studios in the back that sit over 4 garages. 4,200 square feet, again, 98 years old. So we bought this building in for 1.675. And really our goal on any investment, we go in, we do a very extensive renovation. This property in particular, I think we spent about 35 grand. It had some foundation issues that we had to resolve. We're going in, we're doing all new plumbing and electrical. We're doing air conditioning. We're doing in-unit washer dryers, brand new kitchens and bathrooms. This building, what's really cool that we were able to do is restore the original hardwood floors. So that's phenomenal on the character side. We get the units rented up, brand new at market. We refinance, and then we've really maximized yield. So in the end, how this deal penciled out, we were able to, we sold it for 2.8 million. We increased the rents on a per square foot basis from 206 to 350, so right around 70%. And then we sold it at just under $700 a square foot, and for that area, it's very, very strong. I think it was around a 4.25 cap rate on that. And then you have your gains. And what's really great about this property, and it's really key to our investment strategy, is the yield. And so this was at a 12% yield. There was reasons why we sold it, but we had most of our money out of the deal. We would have been very, very happy to continue at this rate of yield, forever. And the nice thing is, in these really nice coastal areas, rents are very stable and tend to tick up every year. One of the other things that's really key to our strategy, we've been battle tested through COVID, and we've certainly been affected, but we've been virtually unaffected on the rent collection side.
Can I pop in here real quick? Because you've got a question here in the chat.
Oh,
and
sorry.
Sharon, yeah, no, it's okay. This is what I'm here for. We'll just pop this in here. Sharon is asking, how do you deal with the rent control and the cap on the rent increase, since you're talking about rents?
Perfect. So that's a great question, and it comes up all the time. So the three markets, the state, as everyone knows, has statewide rent control. That really does not affect our business model. And the reason being that once we've renovated a building and brought it up to market, the rent increase that we can do is 5% plus CPI.
Good.
So for what we do, we're never going to increase somebody's rent year over year that high. It doesn't make sense. We're already top of market. We don't compete on price. Take a market like Santa Monica and West Hollywood that are heavy rent control. So in those situations, when we buy those buildings, we're underwriting the tenants at acquisition just as much as we're underwriting the building. And we're looking for situations where we can do buyouts, whatever we need to do to, but those are also longer term holds than something like this, but the upside is greater. A great example is a property that we have in West Hollywood right now. It's a 10-unit building right off the Sunset Strip. So it's a phenomenal location, tons of character. We had a tenant there actually that was really the only one that was in our portfolio that was affected by COVID. She was about a half a month behind. We negotiated a buyout with her. She moved out maybe three weeks ago. We'll go in, we'll renovate that building. And in that case, we're going to double the rent. She was paying about $2,000, and the market rent for that unit is right around $4,000. So in that scenario, it's a win-win for everybody. But that's consistent with our strategy. Negotiating buyouts is its own specialty. It's kind of part of our secret sauce, and actually my business partner is the one that focuses on that side. But it is an art. We really never want to go to court. It's expensive. It takes a long time. If you lose, you're paying other people's court cases. And especially these days with all the moratoriums and things, you just can't do it anyway. So But we've successfully navigated that for quite a long time and built that up as part of our strategy. So back to Mira Mar. Thank you for that question. Quick picture of the inside and the types of kitchens that we do. Here's just a kind of a quick background on what we've done. Aaron Lujan and I's background. Like I said, we've been doing this since 2005. We both come from strong accounting and finance backgrounds, which is helpful in what we do. We both went to USC, so if there's any Trojans out there, fight on. And then lastly, our contact info. So feel free to reach out to me, email, phone. There's our website. We've really built up our YouTube channel and plan to continue to do that into 2021. So if anybody wants to see videos of our projects, discussions on buildings that we actually own right now, why we bought them, basically going into more detail than what we're doing here, that's on there as well.
And Aaron, thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
No, thanks again, Kaaren. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, you too.